does this game come out?
It's September.
Can you please move the release date up 6 days?
Yeah. Hell no.
Sometimes a random Tuesday afternoon can easily be a blessing in disguise. But considering the massive news drought that we've been in recently, not just relating to Marvel's Spider-Man 2, but any other upcoming AAA Marvel game, this brand new update relating to everyone's favorite web slinger is most definitely a welcome one. Welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to another very exciting Marvel's Spider-Man 2 related video, with some rather big news that suddenly dropped out of nowhere. So as I was simply live streaming the recently shadow dropped DLC for Marvel's Midnight Suns featuring none other than everyone's favorite superhero doctor of Morbin time, Michael Morbius, which in all honesty was absolutely amazing, and I definitely recommend that you check out that game for yourself if you haven't already, we ended up receiving some rather interesting tweets coming from none other than Tony Todd himself, who, as you should know at this point, is obviously the main actor playing Venom in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And these tweets aren't simply interesting due to the fact that we do hear more about Marvel's Spider-Man 2 from Tony Todd's perspective, but also considering that he does unveil some information which a lot of us fans have been waiting for ever since the game's initial release trailer launched all the way back in 2021, with little to no news updates from the game since then. Although one of the official details that we do know about this game is that Insomniac Games and PlayStation previously confirmed that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will indeed be officially releasing sometime in the fall of 2023. However, we didn't know the exact release month as to when Marvel's Spider-Man 2 could launch this fall. That is until now, where Tony Todd went on to post this picture of himself on Twitter, where he did go on to clarify that this particular motion capture stage that he is set on is not relating to Marvel's Spider-Man 2, but rather another massive video game that he is going to be a part of. And as for whether or not this could be a potential standalone Venom game, just like what we saw with Miles Morales, is still up in the air as of right now. But I, for one, would be beyond hyped if that turns out to be the case. But primarily in the case of Marvel's Spider-Man 2, this led to a reply coming from @MarkerStag1897 on Twitter, stating, "Can't come quick enough, Spider-Man 2," with a simple gif of Venom from the trailer. And while this seemed like a rather simplistic reply coming from Mark to Tony Todd himself decided to respond to Mark with a huge amount of information that I don't believe anyone was really expecting him to unveil, saying, "Looks like September. Massive publicity coming in August. Commercials start dropping in August, so I'm told. Hold on to your ... and hold breath. Gonna be necessary." So again, we already knew from PlayStation and Insomniac themselves that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 was and still is without a doubt planning to release this fall of 2023, which, in case you don't know, ranges from the months of September, October, and November. But coming from Tony Todd himself, it obviously now seems like Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is planning to release early in the fall within the month of September, which in a very poetic fashion is the exact same release month as to when the first Marvel Spider-Man game launched in September of 2018, specifically on September 7th. And while we haven't heard any official statements coming from Marvel Games, Insomniac, or PlayStation just yet as to whether or not Tony's statements are accurate, considering that he is directly involved within the game's development is already high enough validity as to take Tony's statements at face value, meaning that he is definitely a trustworthy source to take into consideration. We've already seen a small bit of marketing material for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 with the recently released Live from PS5 live-action commercial. But if in fact Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is planning to fully release in September of 2023 with a further push towards commercializing the game in August, I for one think that Tony is referring more towards things like a launch trailer and possibly another live-action trailer in comparison to seeing elements like a gameplay demo or a story trailer be revealed for the game saved all the way up until August, meaning that Insomniac and PlayStation would only have 1 month to fully promote Marvel's Spider-Man 2 after waiting over 2 years to see more of the title in action, which is further bolstered by what Tony had to say about a potential upcoming PlayStation showcase, which, as it was previously rumored by Jeff Grubb, might be taking place sometime this summer to coincide with the E3 timeframe, which, in case you don't know, that will be taking place in June, if Jeff Grubb's statements are to be believed. So coming from @HoodMick1 on Twitter, they went on to reply to Tony's post about the game releasing in September by stating, "So does this mean that the PlayStation Showcase may come around that time to start the marketing for the game, I honestly think that the official trailer may come first, which in my opinion I totally agree with. And where Tony went on to respond to them by saying, "Your guess is as good as mine," although Venom knows what's up.
Yo.
What's up?
So obviously, while Tony may potentially know that the game will release in September of 2023, he doesn't necessarily know everything that's going on within the current PlayStation production pipeline, since he's obviously an actor working on the game instead of a full-on game developer who knows the ins and outs of when the marketing will take place. But again, if Tony's statements do turn out to be true, and we take Jeff Grubb's statements into consideration, I definitely think that an upcoming first-party centric PlayStation showcase will definitely be occurring within this year in 2023 to fully start promoting Marvel Spider-Man 2 and the other upcoming AAA PlayStation exclusives that will be releasing exclusively on the PS5 down the line, which in my opinion definitely makes logical sense to occur sometime in the summer, either in the month of June or potentially July. So while we still don't have a lot of official information about things relating to Marvel's Spider-Man 2, like seeing a full-on trailer or a gameplay demo, this rather brief update coming from Tony Todd is surely more than enough to keep us excited for the time being. And I for one just can't wait to see more of this sensational game in action. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for you today, and please let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you think of this insane news bomb coming from Tony Todd relating to Marvel's Spider-Man 2's release date? Fingers crossed that we do end up seeing some type of PlayStation showcase during this summer. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel Spider-Man 2 videos like this in the future, stay spectacular, Spidey fans, and until next time, peace out.